I know what you're thinking. Rossdude reads? Dude, I thought you were about video games. Books are for nerds. Well, I got a little message here for you bigots. It is the holy year of our Lord 2020. Books are for everybody. Hive by Steve and Stephani Perry is the first novel included in the Aliens Omnibus Collection, Volume 1. The plot follows the woman Billy, who has spent the most of her adult life in an insane asylum due to her frequent nightmares and illusions of vicious, unknown predators. As a child, she was one of the 2 survivors of an alien attack on her colony. The second protagonist and the other survivor is the space marine named Wilkes. Wilkes is an older Marine and bears a scar from alien acid burns that cover half of his face. He is confined to the brig as he too suffers from nightmares. Suddenly Wilkes is called on by the government. Since Wilkes has experience fighting against the aliens, the Earth government has a mission for the Jarhead. Lead a team of space marines to the alien homeworld and retrieve a sample. Wilkes reluctantly agrees to the mission with a hidden motive: to nuke the Xenomorph's planet. Thinking Billy will help him, Wilkes breaks her out of the insane asylum and stows her away on the Space Marine starship. There, Billy meets and falls in love with the grunt named Bueller. Unknown to the government and the Space Marines, the company already has a sample, a queen, in their custody, and have sent the sinister ex-Marine turned mercenary Macy to hijack the Space Marine ship with a squad of killer androids. Back on Earth, the alien queen is sending subconscious signals to seemingly random humans. Salvage is one such human and takes it upon himself to form a religious cult around the alien queen. He broadcasts his message across the nets so that he may gather his followers and free the prisoned xenomorph matriarch. The writing is pretty straightforward and well-paced. The prose are not too flowery. Thank God. And it is a very easy read. It's totally easy to understand what is going on. It has a cinematic feel to it. You could almost hear the soundtrack from the movies playing. One thing that I do have to say is I was a little bit confused as to how the company managed to get a hold of an infected human. Either that was unclear in the book, like either that was a detail the writers missed, or something that I didn't quite understand. I missed, which, let's be real, that does happen from time to time. The main characters are enjoyable, and the antagonist, Macy, is an incorruptible force of evil. He will do anything to complete his mission. The kind of villain you just love to hate. In fact, Macy adds a whole new layer of horror onto the already terrifying prospect of the aliens. Overall, I really enjoy it. It never felt too slow. A great combination of action and horror, with the horror elements being even stronger than the Aliens film. The whole idea of the alien queen communicating to people in their dreams and an alien cult is freaky as all hell and awesome. The novel is a great addition to the Aliens lore, and in many ways is a better sequel to Aliens than Alien 3, though I still sort of like Alien 3. Again, the version I read is the first novel in the Alien Omnibus Volume 1 collection. I'm sure you can get them separately, but 3 novels for $10, that's a pretty good deal. Highly recommend to fans of the Alien franchise, military sci-fi enthusiasts, and fans of horror. There's still more of the plot that I'd like to discuss, but I will be dropping some spoilers. If you don't want to be spoiled, do what you gotta do. Throw your computer out the window, or throw yourself out the window, or just exit out of your browser, whatever, right now. The cultist raid on the company facility ends with most of the members, including Salvage, dead, but some of the alien impregnated escape. The Earth government desperately tries to subdue the growing alien infestation, but before too long, Earth is lost to the foul Xenos. Wilkes is betrayed by the Space Marine commanding officer of the mission, Stephani, as Macy occupies the Space Marine starship, disarms the Marines, and deploys them on the surface of the alien homeworld as bait. Billy, not being in the ship's records, evades capture. After killing one of the enemy androids, Billy confronts Macy, saves Wilkes, and together they fly a dropship down to the alien homeworld to help the Marines. During his retreat, Billy's love interest, Bueller, is ripped in two by an alien drone, revealing him to be an android. In fact, the entire squad of Marines are androids. Most were killed by the aliens. With all the survivors on board the dropship, Wilkes tries to flee the planet, but is weighed down by a horde of aliens. All seems lost when a mysterious weapon evaporates the fiends. That's when the heroes encounter another strange alien life form, the bipedal, elephant-like space jockey. It mostly leaves the humans alone, but does communicate with Billy telepathically, giving her a sense of fear and hatred. The crew returns to the starship and nukes the alien homeworld. With a mission accomplished, the team returns to Earth. After landing on a military base, Wilkes and gang learn that Earth has almost been completely taken over by aliens. One Marine survivor is killed by a greedy general, leaving only Wilkes, Billy, and Bueller, well, at least half of Bueller, as the sole survivors. They hijack a cargo ship rigged with human life support, freezer pods included, and make their escape. The grim fate of Earth is terrifying, and the efforts of the government official in charge of suppressing the alien Earth invasion, Orona, make for an outstanding read. Even with such a bleak ending, there is hope as Wilkes dedicates his life to the extermination of all aliens. Yes, Wilkes is basically the Aliens franchise's answer for the Doomslayer. I do want to share one of my favorite moments in the novel. It is a chapter that centers around the infected human in company custody, Jim Lakowski. The company scientists tell Jim that a queen is growing inside him. Miraculously, Jim kills the scientists and the guards and escapes the facility, only to go on a wild car chase through the city. As he is getting away from the police, he feels his stomach aching. In the passenger seat, he notices a slimy black thing. It cuts back to Jim laying on a lab table as the queen chestburster rips out of him. His whole escape was a fantasy. Usually I don't like that it was all just a dream twist in stories, but here it works very well and was a creative way to write a chestburster scene from the perspective of the human host. Remember, books are awesome. Don't forget to tell your friends to read more books. Out.